Hey, good day, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. On this video, on this uh, rainy slash snowy day slash cold day, the temperatures on this, when I was recording this video, the temperatures were in the low 30s. Hence the reason why you see the snow. But anyways, I welcome you to Flora, Indiana, which is a small town located off of Indiana 18. It's located towards the northwest region of Indiana, towards it, not quite in it. And the closest major city to here is going to be Indianapolis, which is going to be 66 miles or an hour and 15 minutes south of here. So I'm going to let you guys know right now, if you have the need to live, if you have the need to if you got to be close to a larger city, this may not be the place for you to live. I realize that there's a lot of you out here that, maybe you're looking for a more affordable place to live. Like maybe you might be coming in from Florida or somewhere from the West Coast, and you're looking for areas that are more affordable than the area where you currently reside. And some of you are moving up here to Indiana, or you're at least coming up here to Indiana to check it out, to see if Indiana would be a place where you would want to live and raise your family and all that fun stuff. So, that's why I give you this information. So, if you're coming here to Flora and you're considering moving here, as many people are considering moving here and have, that's the only thing that I want to point out to those of you that are not familiar with this region of Indiana. Obviously up here in Indiana, it does snow. And with that being said, during the winter months, I don't think you're going to want to have to drive into Indianapolis on a regular basis during the winter. I know I wouldn't. So if for some reason I had to drive into Indianapolis on a regular basis, if I were you, you might want to look at another smaller town that's a little closer to Indianapolis or Fort Wayne. But if the big city is not important to you and you don't really have a need for the big city, and you're just simply looking for a small town living, then Florida could be a good city for you. It's relatively quiet, it's low key, and it is close to a lot of smaller cities. 14 minutes or 9.5 miles to the southeast, you got Delphi, Indiana, which I will be doing that video shortly. Now Delphi is not a whole lot bigger than this place. It's a little bigger, but not by much. But it does have a lot more amenities compared to Flora. So depending on what it is that you need, that would be the closest place to go to in terms of more amenities. Now, if you can't find what you need even in Delphi, 25 minutes or 31 minutes to the northeast, you got Lafayette, Indiana. And within a half hour of here, you got other smaller cities like Kokomo, Logansport. You can go ahead and check those videos out. They're on this channel. And you also got Monticello. And now Monticello, I was gonna do a video on Monticello, but I'm gonna try to be fair, and I'm gonna wait until the summertime to do Monticello. That way, you guys can see Monticello for what it truly is. For what it is during the summertime. Because Monticello, for those of you that are not familiar with Indiana, Monticello is basically a touristy city where you have, I don't know what they call it now, but it used to be called Indiana Beach. Now, apparently, they've done a lot of renovations to the area. I don't know if they gave it a new name or if they kept it the same. I have no idea. But Monticello is a beautiful place. And I just feel if I went to Monticello right now during this time of the year, I wouldn't serve the area no type of justice. So just to be fair, I'm gonna wait until tourist season, and then I'll go tour Monticello for you guys. But Monticello is a wonderful place to go during the summer. So it is also within a half hour of Flora. Now the population here is 2,094 people, up from 2,036 people, which was the population back in 2010. I mean, during the 2020 census, the population grew by 2.8%. Now back in 2010, the town has lost 8.6% of its population. So I find those numbers to be a little interesting. Now, the only two census years where this town has lost population was during the 1990 as well as during the 2010 census. And this town was named after the founder, John Flora. Now, if for any reason you're looking to move here, your median rent prices are going to go from $620 to about $1,100 a month. Your median home price here is sitting at $157,000. Now the housing market here is relatively busy. And the last time I looked at Realtor.com, there is a house here for sale for a little over $100,000. But then from that point, the next house that's available is going to run you closer into the $200,000 range, if not over. Now the housing market here does appear to be busy. I mean, there's a lot of houses that are either contingent or they're pending. So that's why I say earlier that there are a fair amount of people that are moving here. Now, I don't know if they're from other parts of Indiana or if they're from out of state. I mean, I'm guessing it could be a mixture of both. So yeah, if you don't have to be real close to a larger city, or if you don't have to drive to a larger metro area on a regular basis, then this could be a nice little place to live, like I said earlier in the video. I mean, it's not, it's got similar weather to what you can expect in northern Indiana. Maybe a few degrees warmer, but I don't know, it's similar weather for the most part. You'll have those cold and snowy winters. I mean, it's not going to be Minnesota or North Dakota cold. But for those of you that are used to milder winters, to where you get little to no snow, if you come up here, you will get some snow. And yes, the snow will accumulate. And people tell me that the last couple of winters up here haven't been too bad. So, I'm just gonna say that if you come up here to Indiana, it does snow, and at times the snow will accumulate. That's all I can say to that. All right, folks, I don't know what else to add to the commentary, so hopefully you guys got something out of the commentary. And on that note, enjoy the rest of the video, and I will catch you guys on the next one.